Alrighty, second verse, same as the first. You don't get better and you don't get worse. As my fucking annoying ass gym teacher back in the day would say constantly. Oh, look at that, look at that. And the clock goes off. I tried streaming like literally like 20 minutes ago and like everything just went down and messed up. So that's cool. But it looks like it's working now. So hopefully last time it broke is when I shared screen. So hopefully that doesn't happen again. Okay, looks like it worked this time. All right, and of course, that took long enough that now my dog wants back in, so I will be back soon. All right, let's get some music playing and get going on this. Dang it. Alrighty. I'm not gonna lie, today has been this week and mostly today has just been I don't know. It's been a day, you know? You know when you just have kind of a worse day than usual. That's what today is. But we're gonna forget about that. Smoke a little weed, talk about red versus blue, and do some background drawing because that's what it's all about, you know? Taking your mind off shit with stuff you enjoy, I guess. That's the true meaning of life. Drowning out all the bullshit with like stuff you enjoy. I coulda. Had the lid dog in. Alrighty. So today we're going to be doing some background drawing. Mostly, I think I'm going to do. Pardon me. I'm going to spend today working on the two first establishing shots of episode 1, the kind of initial shot of like the yard, and then the shot of their little mini fridge house. Oh man. Oh, and there's the other dog. It never fails. It never fails. I need to get you boys a doggy door. But then the cat would leave and go wreak havoc. Not my day, you know? Sometimes it's just not your day. Today is not my day. little bit of a bad morning, a little bit of a hard, wake up and get going. And then I try to stream, and it's just like not working out, Oh. Alrighty. So, red versus blue. Because I got to talk about it. Let's see, where does this go? It starts off. Ends about here. It starts about here. Here, yeah. So, Red versus Blue, final volume, finally coming out here in about 3 weeks from now. No, about 2.5 now. Or no, 3.5. We'll just say about 3 weeks. And I'm pretty excited about that. Let's see. And I've been reading it, and I don't know. I feel like I keep seeing more and more stuff that's pretty interesting. It's a little more like. There we go. I don't know. I feel like every time I rewatch it, I pick on more and more interesting things. And the thing I picked up on, not really picked up on, but remembered, and like, because I always thought it was interesting back when it happened, but like nothing ever came of it. So it just, right? Like I kind of just like forgot about it, and I also kind of like, you can kind of justify a little bit, that it's just kind of. I'm trying to think of how to explain it, because I'll go into it, but basically, 1 second, my neck needs popped. Ugh. You guys hear that? Jesus. Dang it. But basically, one thing that's interesting in the scene where Epsilon and Carolina are infiltrating that. Sorry, I keep getting kind of sidetracked. Basically, what I was saying is, oh man, I'm just having a bad allergy season. I'm trying to think of how to say this. God, I'm so bad at multitasking. That needs to be a little further back. Alrighty, how is this? Oh, this is going to be a pain in the ass. Okay. Man, I really do apologize. I'm just really out of it today. I'm sorry. It's just been, God, I don't know. Work's just been fucking atrocious lately. Like, basically, like, I don't know if I ever, like, talked about the fact that they, like, sent cops to our house for, like, bullshit that we didn't even do. For, like, a fucking stolen company card or some bullshit like that. And, like, I don't know, man. And, like, ever since then, they've just been treating me like shit. And it's just, like, I don't know. I'm just getting tired of it, I guess. Oh, I don't know. Just kind of tired of all of it, I guess. Anyways, I keep just getting lost in drawing. I'm sorry. It's just very therapeutic for me. And sometimes when I'm like having a really bad time, just like drawing and kind of getting lost and like trying to make something look a certain way is like a really good way of just kind of focusing myself and help me not think about just bullshit. Cause I don't know, I'm just exhausted, man. It's just like, it's not just work. It's just like, fuck, dude. Like, yeah, I haven't really gone into it too much, but like, I don't live with my family anymore, right? Like, I moved out slash like moved out, got kicked out, um, at like 17, and like, and it was during COVID, which fucky, um, and wasn't even graduated yet, and it's just like, I don't know. I fucking, I the thought of my family sometimes really just like, I don't want to fucking deal with them. You know, it's like I've been dealing with them for so goddamn long, and I'm finally at a point in my life where I've like done enough that like I don't have to. You know, I mean, I'm not on. I mean, like, you know, I'll be. Here's the thing. I'll be 22 here soon. I'm not on any of their bills. Haven't been since I was like 18 or 19. Um, like, don't. And it's just like, and it's like, I'm finally at a place where I don't need to fucking deal with them. And the only reason I do is because my younger sister, um, still lives with them. But like, I don't know. I'm just so fucking tired of all the bullshit, man. I'm so tired of this like expectation to like just drop everything at like at any time and go to some fucking random ass family event that I was told like a week in advance for. And it's just like, it's like most of you either treated me like shit or just sat by while I was treated like shit. Like, I got my fucking own family. I got a fiance, right? I got fucking two dogs and a cat. Like, I'm good. I'm good. I don't got the time. I gotta work. And when I'm not working, I'd rather be doing this than dealing with their bullshit. I don't know. This song kind of, it's very, very wee esque. I don't know. I'm just fucking tired, man. Don't let me forget. I can't keep this like this. This is not a fence line. Like, it's a very grassy area, so it's there's no actual fence line. So I need to kind of incorporate that at some point. Um, I don't know. So just between work and family shit, I'm just fucking tired, man. And it's like, it's not even like, it's like, I don't like, why. Oh god, dude, it's like, why deal with it, you know? Like, I got pets to take care of. I got a fiance to like be there for. I got a fucking mother-in-law to like take care of. You know, I got my own little thing going on. Like, I don't. I got Red versus Blue to watch. Speaking of red versus blue, now that I'm on a little bit more of a kick, and I'm feeling a little better, what I was trying to say for the first like 30 minutes of the stream, or I guess like for an hour now, because I've been trying to start stream since like 10:30. Now, if you know anything about red versus blue, you'll kind of see where I'm going with this. Now, during the Chorus trilogy, there's a point. Cat fucking around. During the Chorus trilogy, there was a point where basically it cuts to like Carolina before she finds them, and let me zoom in a little bit. What are you doing, Zinguin? Why are you screaming? What? What's up, baby boys? Oh, what's up, dudes? What's up? Get boys. Oh, careful. Oh, careful. Careful. I'm wearing short shorts, bro. You're gonna like claw my thighs the fuck up. The Gween! The Gween has joined! The Gween has joined! What's up, Gween? We were just talking about red versus blue. What, are you part of the universe's plan to make it so I can't finish a sentence? Yes, you are. Yes, you are. You're like, Dad, no sentences, no ideas, no thoughts can be completed. You can't talk about your show that you're excited to see because it has really, really, really fucked up jokes in some of the early seasons. And I'm like, Team Green, I know, and it sucks, and it's unfortunate. And it really is unfortunate, but they move past those jokes pretty quick, and you just kind of tune them out. And you're like, Dad, that's kind of I don't know, that's sus, Dad. Jim Green, you're a cat. The fuck you know? Look at this motherfucker, dude. He's so crazy. He lay on me. He love me. He's like, I love you. He know I'm his mom. Yes. Yes. I am mom cat. Yes. Oh. There was two mugs. At Target, I think it was, which of course they'd be at Target, but they were funny because you know how the whole like dog mom, cat dad is like a thing, and it's really funny, honestly. And so we get some of those stuff sometimes as like kind of just as a goof because it's funny, especially if the animals end up looking like ours. And there was like a funky looking cat, but it didn't quite look like Django. But there was a dog that looked exactly like little Koda, and it said dog mom. And the cat one said cat mom, and Zoe got the dog mom one. And I thought about getting the cat mom one, but I have enough mugs. Yes, I do. And I'm pretty sure I have a cat dad mug, but I should get a cat mom mug because I mean, like, you never know what what you're gonna be feeling from day to day. I guess I could just not drink out of the cat mug on certain days, but maybe I should go back to Target and get that. Huh, Jim Green? Jim Green say you're crazy. Jim Green say you're crazy. Oh, alrighty. Well, I can't really draw with this cat on my lap, so I guess I will chill here and talk about my thoughts on red versus blue with this like half-assed drawing. This is what we're gonna be drawing. This right here, which tell it looks a hell. Oh my god! Did you see that? He just headbutted my fucking jugular. What are you doing? Jingui headbutt jugular. He a thugular. Oh. You think you might be floofy, but I promise he's cuddlier. Oh, what? Where'd you go? I try and give you a kiss and you duck it. What, you can headbutt me in the throat, but I can't give you a kiss? Oh, I love this fucking thing, dude. I love this cat. He is my everything. I literally look at them. Like I love my dogs to death. Like Koda and Hondo, they're amazing little boys. But Jinguin's special. He know me. He know me better than anyone. Yeah, except maybe mommy. Yeah, your mom knows me pretty well. Yeah, just fucker, dude. Just fucker. You can kind of see his ear a little bit. I'm not gonna move the camera down a little any though because I gotta move pretty far forward to do that. Um, but anyways, in the Chorus trilogy, when Carolina and Church slash Epsilon are kind of gathering information, it cuts back like right before, like right after she saves all of them. Spoilers, by the way, I guess. It cuts back to a few weeks earlier, and it kind of goes through them getting some information, and it goes through a really interesting scene of Church Epsilon kind of, I guess, kind of going through all his fragments, which is something that we never really like we kind of knew. It is the thing is like the fragments being inside. So Epsilon is an interesting AI compared to the rest because Epsilon doesn't have a physical form in the way that the alpha or beta or gamma or literally any of them had, right? Like for some reason Epsilon didn't really like I'm trying to think of how to explain this. Like because Epsilon Church isn't technically Epsilon as a figure; it's Epsilon's memory of the Alpha Church, right? And it conjures itself through that, and that's how it's able to also kind of conjure itself through the other memories, right? It's just stronger attached to the Alpha because it's the Alpha's memory, right? And so it's kind of an interesting thing, like because they never really show, they implant it in Wash and everything, and it doesn't go well. We never actually see the physical form if it ever even comes out or even has one, and then it gets taken out of Wash and put in storage. And the next time we see it, it's given to the Alpha. Essentially, when it's so one theory I always had, or like headcanon, I guess, is that when Alpha Church, right before he like dies from the EMP, when he is getting flashes from the Epsilon unit, I don't think the Epsilon unit is just giving him memories, I guess. Because in a way, the Epsilon is a memory unit. It is a unit designed to have a full set of data of the memory that it is based off of. So, in a way, when it's flashing out these memories to Church Alpha, like Church Alpha, my kind of headcanon is that it's not just giving him information, it's actually what's the word I'm thinking of? Um, preparing, comparing. There we go. Jesus, comparing notes, essentially comparing information, right? So not only is it like, hey, here's the information I have, because I'm your memory unit. Let me see if all my systems and logs are up to date as well. And so I think that it takes a lot of Church's memories in that instance, right? This would explain why Epsilon is able to have so many like well-crafted, not just Caboose-esque memories of all that time, right? Because I think that when Epsilon was kind of like flashing out images and memories to Alpha, it was also taking in data of Alpha's newest memories. I don't know if that is, that's obviously not like confirmed, I don't think, but that would, I think, explain, because it kind of like, oh, Caboose told its stories, and based off of that and the information it already had, like I can kind of see that, but I'd like to think that it kind of did a little bit of an exchange of information, right, to kind of get a little bit more understanding of the Alpha. Now, basically, Caboose takes that. He has this memory unit. He transfers all the data into the little ball, right? And when he transfers it into the ball is basically a kind of like mainframe that's actually able to house the AI in a way that it can interact with the outside world, where the memory unit, it really couldn't. And the weird thing is, though, is that, and also, although the memories are still kind of hazy, Epsilon isn't Epsilon. Even though it's the Epsilon unit, it has like it uses the alpha to communicate. And the reason we can kind of confer that like it is indeed using the alpha's voice to communicate is because the epsilon unit itself uses delta's voice to communicate later on, even though and it's so interesting because it's like the little fragment, and that's the first time we get the idea that the memories of fragments are in there, right? So I'm trying to think what else. So all right, so it kind of, and then after that, right, epsilon church kind of, that's kind of mimicking alpha, gets put into its own, kind of robot body, and it's still basically epsilon's version of church, right? And then they go into the memory unit, and the epsilon inside the memory unit kind of forgets text. Now here's my thought process on this. Right, he took text. Epsilon took text out of his head in the same way that beta was taken out of alpha. Right. So what I'm thinking is that now I'm not sure, but could he like, because text was always like the strongest one of them, so it would make sense if he could basically take out the text part and not maybe the other ones like delta or theta, right? And then when they go into the memory unit, they're basically sharing a memory unit, and it essentially kind of combines them back into each other in a way where the hi Dinguine, back again, where beta is kind of part, or like the epsilon's memory version of beta is still part of it. So in volume 9, the volume 9 ending and the volume 10 ending, we have two different goodbyes to text slash beta. Now, we don't ever see beta when it goes through all the AI that he's remembering. This is because he forgets beta and basically lets go of the beta part of himself inside the memory unit, right? So even though he has memories of all, and he still remembers her, but it's more so less of forgetting her and letting that piece of him go, right? So he could technically probably do the same for, the other pieces if they were willing as well. It's kind of a weird thing, but basically he said goodbye of epsilon beta, right? Because I'm kind of thinking about it in the way of there's alpha fragments and then there's epsilon fragments, which are less of fragments but more memories of the fragments that have their own little individualness to them somehow, right? Which we kind of got confirmation with the new stuff we've learned about volume. Would it be 18 or 19? Because I don't think 0. Yeah, I think it'd be 18, right? Like I think that's what they're counting it as. But yeah, so essentially, that was him letting go of the epsilon beta. And then when he and Carolina go to the little director's hideout and he puts beta to rest for good, that's the alpha's beta, right? Now here's my thoughts on the whole alpha's beta thing. I think what happened is when Tex ran away after Maine killed Carolina, I think they relocated her again, right? Because if not, then theoretically there's another Tex still out there, and I don't like that for the story. Now it could be, and that's the only way they could explain it away. But my headcanon is they captured Tex soon after the actual Tex beta AI, and basically the director started fragmenting the beta AI similar to how he did the alpha AI, and that's why there was so many of them. So the Tex that we meet was kind of like a fragment beta AI of the original that was kind of back to working with them again, but still kind of, I don't know if that's true. I don't know. It's kind of, it's so weird. It's such an extensive, different thing. But that's kind of my headcanon to justify the fact that there is no more text. Because here's the thing: is like if they bring back text in the newest volume, in the final chapter, if they do it okay and they like make it like a reasonable way, like how it happened, and not have to retcon anything, okay. But Tex's character goodbye was already done. Like, basically, like, like Church was able to say goodbye twice, essentially. Like, not only did he say goodbye, but then he put her like to rest and let her like kind of finally be done. And also all the data in that place was shut down. So even if she didn't rest in that time, and like even if she was still alive, all this information got deleted. Right. And I guess technically Phyllis was salvaged, so maybe. But like literally at the same time we see her like current self pass and like finally go to rest, we also see like her like actual real life self go off to war. So it's kind of like it was a goodbye on all fronts. And I think like bringing text back would kind of like I don't know. It would kind of fuck up that, I feel like, a little bit, just a little bit, unless it was done really great. But even still, I just don't think. I don't think so. I don't know. My personal opinion, though, But anyway, so the Epsilon has all these like different pieces, right? And it's kind of like and it kind of proved like at the end of 13, he like the Epsilon actually like stopped being a singular entity and divides itself into its actual memories. Kind of, I think it's kind of a weird like. I really like stuff that's kind of abstract like that, but because it makes you think about like how the mechanics would actually work. But yeah, I don't know. It's very interesting. But one thing about that scene where he like is using all his pieces to calculate how to get out of the room with the 3 soldiers for Carolina after they got the information, he there's a part of every character, like every AI does something at some point, or at least tries to help at some point in the case of Omega. But the only one that there isn't anything about, that like doesn't help at all, doesn't say a thing, is just kind of there, is Sigma, the meta AI, right? Or the AI that tries to become meta stable. And at the time, and now I'm like, holy fuck, they like literally this has been like a breadcrumb, and like I wonder if they've like actually thought they would ever do this or not. But like they, especially with like how much simulation stuff is like an actual thing inside the universe, it's like it's almost like they gave themselves an out just in case. And I don't know, I'm not gonna say that they did, but it's like it's so like, why would they set this up, right? Why would they set this up so much? Because like the meta's armor coming back is like had fine payoffs. Like it all worked, right? Like it all worked very well. It showed like the dynamic of Locus's character. It had that really cool part at the end where Tucker got to don it. It was just it made sense, and it didn't feel like out of nowhere. But Sigma, that little part right there, I was always like, that's weird, because basically what happens is, they're going through all this stuff to like figure out how to get in, finish this fight and get out, and they're trying to determine Carolina's accuracy with aim, and basically Delta says she hasn't been sleeping very much, and or was it Epsilon? I don't know. One of them says they haven't been sleeping very much, and then Theta says she's been having bad dreams about the bad guy. Singular. Now, at this point, she doesn't know that it's Malcolm Hargrove doing all this shit, right? And even if she did, why would she be having bad dreams about like Malcolm Hargrove to the point where she's losing sleep about it? Or even Locus, right? It's so weird. Like, who is she having bad dreams? What bad guy, singular, is she having bad dreams about that would make her lose so much sleep? But as soon as Theta says she's having bad dreams about she's been having bad dreams lately about the bad guy, Sigma flashes on screen for just a split second, and that's the only time he's in that That entire scene is when he flashes on screen for a split second there. And it makes perfect sense. It makes perfect sense that Carolina would be having bad dreams about the meta, right? Because she was super close with Maine, right? She feels super guilty about what happened because it was her AI. You know, there's a lot of like possible even like worry about the fact that like she knows that like what she's doing is somewhat similar ish to what Maine was doing in trying to get all this like this armor and trying to be more and more powerful. I mean, not quite, because obviously the meta was trying to be more human, but it's like it makes sense that she would lose sleep over Sigma, over the idea that there's a piece of Sigma in there, over the idea that there's a piece of the AI that destroyed one of her friends from Project Freelance, or one of the most tragic stories ever. Like, I don't know. It's so like, and at the time I was like, that's super interesting. What the heck? Never came back. Never came back. So like, what happened? What was that there for? Like, but now, and I went back and rewatched it, I was like, oh yeah. Oh my god, they've been setting this up to like. Now I'm not gonna say it was my like. I don't think it was their idea to like do this from the start, but it's possible they had a failsafe of like, we know we're ending this like story basically right here, and we might go on to do more stuff with it depending, because we'll see. Like, should we? I don't know. That sounds very like there's no faith in the, and that's the thing is like, I'm not okay. The Shizno trilogy was decent. I'll say it. It wasn't bad. It wasn't terrible. 16 was mostly bad with like some good sprinkled in there, like the stuff with Wash and Carolina and like the end. But yeah, season 16 was pretty bad. Like, it was not the greatest. Season 15, I didn't mind. There was a lot of good to it, I think. I think that like it wasn't like the same, on the same level as some of the other volumes, but it was pretty good. Like, I don't think 15 was bad, and 17 was just amazing, honestly. Like, I think they really like they were like, okay, well, we need to really stick the landing with 17 because 16 just didn't. And I think they did. In my personal opinion, I think they really stuck the landing with 17. I think the labyrinth stuff was really good, honestly. The humor was on point, with Donut constantly getting shot. It was so good. It was like, I don't know. It felt like, okay, they really wrapped this up well. Like, 16 wasn't great, but 15 was decent, and 17 was really good. So, where was I going with this? Oh yeah. So like, I don't think they like it is very interesting to me that there's a sentiment that like, oh, well, they're doing this. It was so bad. The show after 13, season 13 was so bad, or even season 14, because I think a lot of people like the little anthology for what it is, at least. But I don't know. I feel like people like, I don't think that they did this purely because 15, 16, 17 wasn't good, because I don't think it was really that bad, right? Zero, oh my god. I'm not gonna lie, I still have not gotten past, I think, like episode 2 of Zero. It's so like fast paced, it's frustrating. It doesn't feel like it's more, and I don't mean fast paced as in like the plot moves too fast. I mean, like, it's literally like there's not a second to breathe. Like, go watch the first or second episode. My dog's getting comfy back there. Go watch the first and second episode or whatever of Zero, and of Red versus Blue Zero, and it's just like, I don't know. It feels like I'm in like a fever dream where like I don't know. It gives me anxiety, I think, is what, like, when I can't like process stuff at all, and I don't need like I'm not like I don't need like there's a balance because I don't need a fucking like 30-second long scene of showing the same thing to give you like to process something. Like I don't like that's annoying as shit too. But it's like leave like a few seconds for me to be like, huh, and then the next thing pops up, right? Like because if you're just go 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 go, it's like I don't know. It's like your mind doesn't have time to think, and it's not even like you can have like every scene being like progressing the story in some way. That's not what I'm saying, but it's like when everyone speaks in just like this like I don't know, just like it's like I don't know how to explain it. I really don't because it's just like boom 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 boom, and it's like you can't. I really don't know how to explain it. Honestly, I'm really trying to think. But if you've seen Red versus Blue Zero, you kind of know what I mean. All right, let's get this drawing done because I'm slacking and lacking. Okay. This is gonna be interesting. Alrighty. Mhm. Oh, there it is. Mm, cash bowl. That's how stressed I am today. Okay. This is a doozy. I did find some new music to put on. Hopefully you can hear that. I do have it turned down a little quietly. Well, now it's not even playing anything, but shit. God damn it. Okay. There we go. That's a little better. I was wondering. That looked hella off. There we go. Hmm. So you guys are agents? Yeah, what about it? You're a bounty hunter? Can you explain? Mm. The liked one finished, so I went to my next liked one about a bounty hunter that likes ice cream. Alrighty. So I mean, the bird bath's a little more out here, but I think I'm gonna draw a little more in here. Yeah, probably. Oh, I didn't even realize that there was a. Alrighty. Almost forgot this little guy back here. Okay. Okay. I don't know why I keep picking pencil by accident. All right, it's kind of hard to make out, but this is supposed to be like a little gate, kind of like a fence. Why does this happen to my? Dang it! Alrighty. Yeah, that is on the inside of that. Okay. Alrighty, I'm gonna real quick. Let's see. Put that on. I will be right back. I'm gonna go. Let's see. All right, I'm back. Oh man. All right, we're gonna draw for just a little longer because it's just been kind of one of those days. Ooh. This one's taking a little bit because I want it to be very, very detailed. I think we will keep that where it is because it's honestly. Hey, Green, back again. I know, I see you, I see you. Hey, Green. Green's always crazy. That looks cursed as hell. That's fine though. No, it's not. It's gonna bug me. Why is making it look so bad? There we go. That's gonna be a little better. It was a little big. Okay. I don't know. All in all, I'm super duper duper excited to see what they actually end up doing with Red versus Blue, with the final chapter, because there's just, I mean, possibilities endless, man. I think it's gonna be good. I'm really excited personally. I don't know. I think there's a lot of people who are a little worried, but actually, I don't know. I haven't seen too many people who are all that worried. Like a lot of people have quite a bit of faith that it's going to be decent. But I don't know. I've heard some ramblings of like, well, I don't know. What if you know? I don't know, man. I think it's going to be good. Okay, if I can actually, draw correctly. Let's see. alrighty, not too bad. It's coming, 2 hour stream to get that done. A little unfortunate. Well, I mean, it's probably only about an hour and a half, but 30 minutes to get a stream working that didn't end up working. But oh man, that's okay. I'll get a little bit more of this done off camera. Come back and kind of show it off next week. But I think that's kind of it for now. Yeah, I think I'm gonna kind of turn in here, end it off. It was nice hanging out, nice doing some drawing, nice able to rant about bullshit. Sorry for trauma dumping earlier. Oh man. Hopefully next week will be better and I'll be a little more, a lot less out of it. But you know what? Real quick, let me do what I wanted to do here. I think what I'm is like 3. What would that look like? That's too thick. There we go. Now this music is pretty good. I should shit, I should have linked it in the description. I didn't even think about it. Next time I use it, I will for sure. Let's see real quick. It is by Stream Cafe. Whew, that's definitely a little time consuming, but less time consuming than drawing them. Hopefully this comes through like how I'm thinking it will. If not, I might just do a few crisscrosses. Ooh, I guess I could go that route. Ooh, that might look better. You know what? I will do a version of each and see what looks better. Fucking tedious. Okay. Making these ones a little wider apart so I don't have to do quite as much. Okay. Ah, my arm itches bad. Okay. You wouldn't think dragging a pen in the same motion over and over and over again would be uncomfortable, but see, that's my issue. I mean, it looks nice, but it's a little obscuring. How do we think that looks? Pretty good, actually. Let me try thinking, which was kind of like a. Okay. Yeah, I think I like the top one better. It's a little more time consuming, but I think I definitely like it better. Alrighty, I'm gonna finish up this last part and then I'll probably end stream. So, but I do like. I think I like what this looks like. Why is this getting more and more? The nice thing about this pattern is because it's single line and not like double, I don't have to worry about drawing stuff behind it and it being kind of looking weird. But I think I'm probably good on drawing stuff behind it. All right, well, I'm doing this last part here. I guess I'll do a final wrap up of the stream. TLDR, I'm fucking exhausted and just done with all the bullshit. And I'm excited for Red versus Blue to come out. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk. We'll add a few extra. Shit. Alrighty. Oh, that was exhausting for no reason. All right. Alrighty. All that work for a little fence. Oh, and guess what? I gotta look forward to doing it up here too. Oh shit. Goddamn fences. Oh man. I will say though, it did add quite a bit. Oh, go. And by a little bit, I mean a lot of it. That's okay. That's okay. We'll save this up here for now, and I will tackle it a little bit later today and try to get it finished out. But yeah, other than that, hope you guys enjoyed the stream. Sorry, it was just a little bit of a kind of just miscellaneous here and there. I've been tired this week, but either way, I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. Oh, shit. And a great weekend. Yeah, peace out. Awesome people.